I want to say, first of all, thank you for everyone coming out. I had to write it down, so if I don't look up, it's intentional because I got to hold it together. In my reading, I noticed a picture of a 6 feet pole. And on top of the pole said a turtle. The inscriptions on the side read, I did not get here by myself. That's what I believe for this day. I did not get here by myself. 1 Thessalonians 5:18 says, in everything give thanks, for this is the will of God in Jesus Christ concerning you. I say thank you to the Lord for always being there. And you know, I've never seen his face, but in all things, I've seen his hand. To all on the program, you demonstrated that he's an on-time God. Roosevelt, great. Let's give him a to the federal government and that eagle, globe, and anchor, he has been a provider for many of us. To Colonel McKinney, the commanding officers and past commanding officers, to Steve Danson, the executive director and past executive directors, the Lord has been our banner. He was fighting for us when we didn't know how to fight for ourselves. Through MCI East, he is one that sits high and looks low. I called Mr. Calvin Brown on the phone, and I said, there are no more regional conference calls for me. To MCLB directors, to all of the deputy directors, you have really been there for me, and you have been a form of peace for me. And I don't see it, but to Sarah, this will be our last hug. To Production Plant Albany, God has been bread when you were hungry. Running, the next time we meet, breakfast is going to be on me. To the Humanitarian Assistance Program family, he's been a battle axe in a time of battle. Ms. Jackson, I wish you well. To the Marine Corps Logistics Command, G6 and Systems Command, he shows, you know, they may talk about us, but they definitely can't talk without us. To the 2nd Net Battalion family, the Lord who heals. Glenn, I want to encourage you, brother. You fight on. You fight on. To the CISD family leadership, the God who is faithful. John, Sherry, Tammy, Tom, Captain Duarte, continue to lead our team and continue to take care of it. Now to my CISD family. He is the lifter of my head. I could always encourage you because you always stood by me. I can count on you to be there. Sometimes 2 o'clock in the morning, I call. I don't see Keith. I have to go through a dissertation, but Keith will be there for me. So thank you, CISD family. To my Antioch family, the with our spiritual family and friends. He is Jehovah Shammah, the Lord who is there. Antioch, you have never been on your way. You have been there. So I pray to Mother Essie Williams, 101 years young, representing Henry and Josephine Webb. Y'all, this is my mom and dad. They were 40 years old when I was born. And they taught me more about life than anyone ever could. So I want to say thank you to them. One who leads the way, one who brightens the day, one who picks you up from down, one who smiles when others smile. I know my siblings said, man, this guy ain't even spoke to us. And we drove all the way 2 hours and he didn't say nothing to us. That was intentional. Because I knew if I looked at them, I'd fall apart worse than I am now. All right. To my siblings and their spouses, to the Blanks, to the Williams, El Shaddai, meaning God Almighty. Because He's our shoulder to cry on, our hand to elevate you, our mountain to celebrate you. Johnny, since I'm retired, I guess we can do a lot of lunches. To my nieces, nephews, and cousins, Jehovah Tsidkenu, the Lord is our righteousness. He has been our shelter in the time of storm. To my grandchildren, still counting, divine beings, He shows the beauty of aging as we continue to live through them. So I want to say thank you. To my children, along with their spouses, Jehovah is one you can rely on. He is a lighthouse out on the ocean, guiding you to your destination. Stay with Him, for He will never leave you alone. Now to Miss Deborah A. Black. This is the He is Eliam. Don't want to say it, Pastor Green. Divine, Most High God. He is simple, my all in all. Deborah, you have been there. Through the storm, you were right there. When it rained, you were there. When my heart got heavy, and all that I could see was pain, you were there. Through the joy and the sorrow, through my yesterdays, today, and tomorrow, Deborah, you were there. And even though words can't say enough, I thank you. Now, if I fail to acknowledge you, you were the footprints in the sand. When I desired to give up, for me, you continue to stand. So thank you, MCLB and Semper Fidelis. And remember, I'm gonna continue doing the best I can with what I got. Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, please rise for the playing of Anchors Away in the Marine Corps Hymn. Ladies and gentlemen, this concludes today's ceremony. On behalf of the commanding officer, officers, and Marines of Marine Corps Logistics Base Albany, thank you for your attendance.